Hello, in this video we are going to have a look at the concept of statistical mediation. Now often we look at relationships between two variables. So we'll have an outcome variable, that's something that we're trying to predict, and we try to predict it from a different variable, which we might call the predictor variable. So we can think of this simple relationship as kind of being like the total effect of a predictor on an outcome. And in mediation we are trying to break this total effect down into two separate components. One is what's known as the direct effect. So this is the relationship between the predictor and the outcome that has been adjusted for a third variable, what we call the mediator. And also the indirect effect. So these are sort of the brown parts on here. So this is like the effect of the predictor on the outcome that goes via a third variable, the mediator. So just to recap the key points, mediation is where the relationship between a predictor and outcome variable can be explained by their relationship to a third variable. And the key terms we have here, the total effect is sort of the overall effect of a predictor on an outcome. And we break that down into two parts. The direct effect is the part of the relationship between the predictor and outcome that is adjusted for the mediator. And the indirect effect is the relationship between the predictor and an outcome that goes via the mediator. And this indirect effect is what quantifies mediation. So when we test for mediation, we are testing whether there is a significant or a large enough indirect effect to be of interest to us. This example is based on a real research paper, which I will link in the notes for this video. And it was addressing the question of whether AI use reduces critical thinking. So there were three variables that were measured: AI tool usage, cognitive offloading. So this is the extent to which someone uses external tools such as notes, calculators, digital tools to reduce their cognitive load. And they also measured critical thinking. So this is a person's capacity to think clearly and rationally and understand logical connections and things like that. So basically in this paper there were two hypotheses: that higher AI usage would be associated with reduced critical thinking skills. But in terms of mediation, they also had this hypothesis that cognitive offloading would mediate that relationship. What does this example look like in practice? So this diagram shows what we're looking at. So we've got our predictor variable, which is the extent to which someone uses AI use. And we are using that to predict critical thinking, person's ability to think critically. And we are going to quantify two parts of that relationship. The first is the direct effect. This is the path C, which tells us the effect of AI use on critical thinking, adjusting for cognitive offloading, adjusting for the mediator. But we will also want to quantify the indirect effect. So this is the effect of AI use on critical thinking that goes via cognitive offloading. So it's that path that goes sort of up through A and then down through B. So it's the indirect effect. And that indirect effect is the mediation effect. So just to make it crystal clear, the total effect of AI use on critical thinking is made up of two things: this direct effect via path C and the indirect effect, which is via paths A and B. One really important thing to bear in mind when you do mediation analysis is, even though I've sort of talked about the effect of the predictor on the outcome, we can't infer causality from a mediation analysis. So if we ask the question, does AI use and cognitive offloading cause lower critical thinking? The answer is no. We simply don't know whether they cause it or not. Okay, if you'd like to know how to run this analysis in SPSS and R, see the accompanying videos which are mentioned in the description. Thank you.